friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my garden here. It is August and today is actually a quite nice day, not too hot. So I decided to do an August garden tour. So I hope you enjoy and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. So I am here in the corner garden. And I decided to come to the back or the fences to deadhead some of these zinnias. And you can see the zinnias back here are blooming beautifully. They're just so gorgeous. And so as I'm deadheading a lot of the spent flowers, I noticed I had originally thrown in some wild flower seeds, and I am getting some wildflowers growing here. So this I think is cosmos. The mix I had planted didn't really specify, just like wildflower mix, but I am getting a lot of cosmos here, some more zinnias that are coming up. This corner here is where the sun doesn't get a lot of sun. It's tends to be mostly shade. So some of these you can kind of see when you plant the zinnias in mostly shade, it's going to be short. But up in front, you see those are super tall because those get sun like all day long, more than 6 hours sun. So I just wanted to kind of take a peek behind here and see what's growing. I have some more verdolaga purslane growing back here. Here is my breath of heaven that's still doing good. It's going. But you can see, like I had mentioned earlier in the season, that some of my zinnias were getting sad and kind of flopping over. And it's amazing how they flop over, but they will still try to look for the sun. So there is one. It's flopped over, but it's growing upward. It's correcting itself because it wants to be in the sun. And then look at this. I believe this is a gladiola. I had no idea I had that in here. So that's exciting. And I just kind of wanted to show the back view because I don't see this side enough. And again, these are the semi-dwarf zinnias, so they are pretty small here, so you can see next to my clippers, but they're just so cute and so pretty. I love zinnias. A great flower to grow from seed, and you get so many different colors. They are just absolutely gorgeous. So if you like a lot of variety of color and you don't know what plant to get some zinnia seeds, throw them around. They are very low maintenance. Just water and sun, some dirt. They're good. They're happy. So let's get started here with our corner garden. And we have some early girl tomatoes that are coming. We've been enjoying these. Even though I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, we still have them in our food, so I still cook them. And then this is our Chinese long beans, which are growing quite nicely. There are, let me see if I can find any. We have some blooms here. And this is gonna be a long bean. So they're starting to come. I'm very excited about these. If you haven't grown them, I definitely recommend. They're so delicious. And then we have our zucchini, which we have been growing so much zucchini. There are, let's see in there. There's one. my husband's been making a lot of zucchini bread, which is really good. We like to put like pecans in it. And the kids have been enjoying the little cherry tomatoes. I have my basil down here, our Italian oregano. Still getting strawberries, not very many, but we're still getting strawberries. And my kid, Nico, who's a year old, he keeps on taking them before they even turn red, or before they're even fully red. So there's that. My tomatillo plant here. This has grown quite a bit. I'm almost thinking maybe I should have caged it, but I've gotten some tomatillos, so that's nice. I've enjoyed those. I've eaten them, like I put them in like our side dishes for dinner, just raw. My little zinnia patch here. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love the zinnias. Zinnias, again, if you are new to gardening like me, they are a great plant to grow from seed. Super easy. I literally just threw these in the corner here and they've grown beautifully and tall. I did not clip them when they were first coming out. Usually a lot of people do that so that they can sprout out more stems through the sides when you kind of clip them early. I didn't do that. I just let them grow wild. So they're doing great. My blue salvia here is growing beautifully. My stock, alyssum. The alyssum, just absolutely love this spot here. I put it inside the pot and the pot was broken. And so the bottom was kind of broke off and stuff, but I thought I can still use it there. And it's grown quite nicely, a lot bigger than my purple alyssum here that hasn't grown as much. So, and that was a good spot for it. More strawberries. I have my blackberry there. My blackberry is not gonna give me any fruit this year. I believe it's the second year fruiting. So this year it's just gonna grow. I want to trellis it to go over the fence, and hopefully next summer I will have some blackberries. And then here are my cucumbers, my pickling cucumbers that we have gotten quite a few already, and we have, my husband has made pickles out of them. Let me see if I can find any here. But they're coming along. I'm gonna have to, oh, actually, that's a good one. It'll be ready in maybe like another day to get picked. I have more basil here. Our eggplant, we did get a couple of eggplants, but not very much. It kind of, bugs got it, so didn't do as well as other years here. And then I'm not sure what my husband planted on this side. I'm gonna have to ask him. So here along the fence, we have one of my rose bushes that I already kind of cut back a bit. But I left some of these long stems because it had new buds on it. So I didn't want to cut those off. I want to see them bloom and enjoy them. This really long one, I do need to cut back quite a bit up to kind of over here where my pointing, just to keep the shape of this. But because it is blooming very beautifully right now, I'm gonna leave it, and then once the blooms have died, I'll cut it off. This is my other rose bush already trimmed and cut. So just waiting for the new blooms. The palm tree here, it had like a big seed pod, and now it's dropping all the seeds. So it's all over the grass right now. Not a fan of it. I hope to one day be able to remove this thing, but until then it stays. And then my orange rose bush, we did the same, just kind of cut a lot of it off so that new blooms can sprout. And then we cleaned up this area, so if you have any suggestions of what I can plant here, it gets a little bit of morning sun, but mostly it's in shade. I was thinking maybe doing the hydrangea there, so let me know in the comments what you guys think. And then I have my succulents, which I do need to repot and kind of fix up a bit. It has sunk down quite a bit. I'm thinking about putting the camellia there because it is a shady plant. And then I want to trellis it up the fence going along there. So then this is my other rose bush here. I have some cyclamen here that I planted a while back. It was on clearance, so I got 4 of them total. They were all $1 each, so it was a nice deal. Here are some of petals that have fallen from my succulents here, and you can see that they're starting to bloom their own little buds. I have another one back there, so I've just kind of left them. I will move them and put them somewhere later. On the other side of my rose bush, so far this is where I have the hydrangea, but I'm thinking about moving her over to this side. I have her here so far because it does get it gets more sun than it does on the other spot. So I'm not sure. I might leave her here, but I might remove her. More of the cyclamen, and then I have this one is my dicentra, which is like this little heart-shaped type of flower. Hasn't gotten very big. I'm not sure if it likes the spot or not, but so far it's staying there. My mint, my African daisy. I moved to the other one. My guayaba tree, looking great. So much new growth. So this one, I need to plant it into the ground, but so far I've just kept it there. This one is the salvia, and it's a nice pretty pink color of a salvia. I planted here my other Gerbera daisy that I got off the clearance a couple weeks ago. I planted from seed sunflower. I'm not sure which one it is. I planted 2 different varieties and just randomly around this area. My butterfly bush looking great. I love the color. Absolutely love, love, love this color. To continue here with my corner garden, what I like to call it, I have quite a few different things that I did not plant here. There is this vine that has come up and it's growing. There are these here, which I'm not sure if it's a philodendron or something else, but there's several of them sprouting that I did not plant. Here is my showy milkweed growing nicely. I also threw in some seeds, zinnias, so those are coming up very nicely. I also have my Dusty Miller, which is loving this spot. And I have this beautiful sunflower that's growing big and tall. My pink lemonade, what's it called? Honeysuckle. Jeez, escaped my mind for a minute. Which is beautiful. These beautiful pink and yellow flowers that bloom. So gorgeous. I love it. It's been in this corner for a while. At first I wasn't sure it was gonna do very good, but it is getting new growth now, so I think it's establishing itself. So I'm hoping to keep it here in the corner, and I want to trellis it up the fence eventually. I'm not sure if I want to make it go this way or make it go this way, but eventually I do want to get a post in here to kind of help with the fence a little bit, so I can trellis it up and maybe over that the post, like a kind of like a pergola in a sense for this area. But then I think it's going to cause a lot of shade here, so I'm not sure. But we have our dahlia. Really love this spot. It blooms quite profusely. You can see new blooms starting to sprout here, all the new little buds. My drooping here amaranth, which is the Love Lies Bleeding, and it's going to start to bloom, so I can't wait till it blooms. This one, which was, look, this happened within a couple of days. Like, it just really took off. I did stake this one. I also staked that one, but I staked it kind of late, and so it's branched out quite a bit. And then I have my Super Tunias, Super Venas, which I really love this color. I believe it's the Jazzberry. And then another dahlia here. This one's also blooming, but it's not as big as this one. So I'm not sure what happened here, but it's still growing. I'm very sad about my saffron finch. It has gotten eaten by bugs or something. It's not doing very good. So I'm a little sad about it because it's such a beautiful yellow color. And then these are two more voluntary amaranths here. And then I have, look at this color. Isn't it beautiful? It's so pretty. I love it. My tomatillo plant, who is a voluntary plant here, it just kind of did its own thing. And I absolutely love my silver dollar tree here, eucalyptus. It smells so heavenly especially when I'm watering. I really smell it, and it just smells so great. So I'm really happy with it. It is sprouting and growing nice and big and full. And then some more here, zinnias coming up. This one here, I think it's getting a little bit too much shade. It's not blooming very much, not as much as the other one, but it is a beautiful color. That one already bloomed. And there's a lot more buds coming up. So I'm hoping that it's just a little late to the party, but it will bloom. And then I have my bougainvillea back there that is growing nice and green and full. More of the amaranth. And my sweet potato vine is looking nice. I love that color. This is another dahlia that has not really been blooming very much. And this one, I do see a few buds here, but not very many. So I don't think it really likes the spot. I might, for next year, I might move it. And then this one is a purple one. I don't remember the name of this one. I remember it was on sale, but I can't remember what it's called. I apologize. If I can find the tag for it, I will put it, I'll try to add it to the video. But this is just such a beautiful, bright color amaranth. I just love it. But that is my corner garden here. So I cut this about 2 weeks ago. I cut it a lot. I cut all the leggy blooms off, and look how beautiful it looks now. I just absolutely love this plant. It is super pretty pink, and I love the little like shades as it ages, the shades of pink. So this is doing great. It's doing way better in the pot, and it's not a big pot, than it does in the ground, for me at least. My rosemary and my figs. I just ate one of these figs and it was absolutely delicious. Really happy about my fig tree here. And my kumquat, it has more new growth, so it's very happy in this corner. It's getting enough water and everything. Very happy about that. We have my bells of Ireland are pretty much done. I need to pull those out. But look, I have new bells of Ireland coming in. So it does seed itself. So it's also why I've kind of just left the old ones be a little bit. My stalk is growing also new growth as well. And this one is my pansies. These kind of just sprouted. I had planted these last fall, I believe, and they died down, and then now they kind of just came up on their own. And I actually did not even plant it in this pot. I planted it, I believe, in that one, and some of the seeds came over here. So I've left it because it's filling in the pot nicely. And then this is my carnation. This was one of my stargazer lilies, I think, or the tiger lilies, but it's a lily, oriental lily, and the bud broke off before it even bloomed. So I have left it, and there's some bells of Ireland leaf pod things that do have some seeds in there, so it might reseed there. I'm just gonna leave it, I believe. This one is I think it's a celosia. I forget. I had gotten this last year, or maybe I think it's an amaranth. So this is my lavender here, and this is also a lavender that's not doing very good. I'm pretty sure it's dead. A little bit still of some green growth, so there could be some saving it, but I'm not sure. I need to stop watering it. I think it's getting too much water. And I was watering a lot because this one had wilted away. This is my Gerbera daisy. I had left on vacation, and when I came back it was like super sad, super wilting and getting crispy. So I started watering it, but I think I've done too much. Here is my other pot, which I still have some green here of the bells of Ireland. Another one of the types of amaranths, and this one is my alyssum, which I really like the smell. It smells so nice. And then in the smaller pot I have my dianthus, which has grown quite nicely. I think I might need to repot it because it's starting to get a little bit big for this pot. So along the house here I've had to make some changes in this wall here. I still have this evergreen bush, which I still want to remove. But I ended up planting my African daisy. I moved it from where I had it to see if it might be happier here. This is the osteospermum I had gotten that had that pink and white color that I got from clearance, which is not doing so good. It started getting sad after I came back from my vacation trip, and these have sprouted. I'm not sure where these came from. I did not plant these, but they kind of look like Alcatraz is how I know them as, but I'm not sure. Here I have my dahlia that's like a burgundy dahlia. I planted the tubers because the top kind of started to die. So we'll see if that sprouts. Hopefully it does. I had to take my bougainvillea out of the pot because the roots were starting to go through the little hole and it was starting to die too much. The pot was getting too much filled with water. So in my last attempt to try to save it, because it's grown so beautifully, I took it out of the pot and I replanted it in the ground. So hopefully it sticks. And then I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with my carnations. I might just toss them and grow a different variety of carnation. And then we have still our tall little evergreen tree here. And I have a lot of these beautiful sunflowers that have bloomed, and there's more coming. And then my roses, and my husband took two of them off, and we're gonna try to take the seeds out and roast it. We're gonna roast it?
Yeah, we're gonna roast it. I might brine it first just to get the flavor on it and roast it.
Oh, okay, so we're gonna try to eat a sunflower? They are edible.
Yeah, well, just before this state, they're edible. The shell's a lot softer right now, they're too hard. But it's gonna be sunflower seeds.
Okay. Nice, I didn't know that one. Okay. My rose bush here that continues to bloom very beautifully. These like peachy color roses that I've been enjoying. And then we have still our mint and our Italian oregano. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and my garden, and we'll see what the next month brings.